So the Hawks just get it done against the Blues in Wool Day's return game, and we have an update on Josh Weddle's injury and the situation with Mabior Chol. Let's get into it. So firstly, in the last three quarters, it was 7 goals 6 to 8 goals 5. Hawthorn lost the last three quarters against Carlton. And yes, I know we sort of switched off because we were up by about 5 goals at quarter time, but yeah, look, it wasn't very good in that last three quarters. Yes, I know it was Doherty's last game and it was Wearing's 200th, and Newcomb was clearly either sore or carrying a niggle or something. He got subbed out with less than 10 touches, but still, if Hawthorn want to go deep into September, that is just unacceptable in my opinion. It just really was not good enough. On a positive note, Will Day had 15 touches in his first game back, took a nice specky and laid a few really hard tackles, which is really exciting. Great to have him back. Yes, you could tell he was a bit sort of rusty, and yeah, a few times after some maximum efforts he was a bit out of breath, but yeah, that's what happens after you can't run for months with a foot injury. But yeah, good to have him back finally. Mitch Lewis and Cal Shadir also played great, 2 goals each, and Lewis had a really nice goal assist off the left foot under pressure, and Deer took about 47 contested marks. His run and fly at the footy is exciting. Like every time he goes near the footy, he jumps at the footy, it's exciting, and yeah, something special is going to happen. He's going to be a special player one day. And the skipper is finally back, one of the best on ground, 25 touches, 11 marks, and almost 9% kicking efficiency. Yeah, the sis is back, and yeah, perfect timing going into our tough run at the end of the season. Some more of our best were Dylan Moore with 27, Impey had 25, and he's looking like one of our best players at the moment. And Josh Ward had 22 and a goal. He's having a great consistent season, so happy with his progress so far. Now, we've got to give some credit to Jack Scrimshaw. Yes, he didn't stand out by any means, but every time he goes into the footy, he's looking aggressive, he's looking quick, he's looking just back to his old self. I mentioned in a previous video that I think the reason he was a bit out of form was because he bulked up last off-season to compete with all the key forwards because he was playing more of a key defender role, and now he's sort of slimmed back down. He's looking fast, agile and aggressive, back to his best. So yeah, every time he goes into the footy, just watch out because he looks exciting. Took a few nice intercept marks as well, and yeah, he's going to be very important coming to the end of the season and finals. Now, the Josh Weddle update. So he's getting a scan during the week, and that's when we're going to find out if he's out for the season or his return date. We don't know yet. We have to wait on this scan, but yeah, I don't know what to think. Is it good news, bad news? Like, if he's out for the season, yes, we're obviously going to rest him because he's going to be one of our best players in the future and potentially a top 10 player in the league. So you got to do everything you can, especially with a back injury. It's bone stress, I believe. It's similar to what Cal Shadir had, but Cal Shadir had a stress fracture. So Weddle's not fractured at all, but just think about how long Cal took to get back in. And I'm assuming it's going to take either around that time or slightly less. But yeah, we're going to find out during the week, so stay tuned. Now, the Chol situation. I think he's good enough to come back into the team next week against the Crows. Injury-wise, I think he's going to be healthy. But does he fit into this forward line with the 3 other tools? Because right now, Lewis and Deer, they're kicking goals, 2 goals each, like I said, and they're attacking the footy and competing in the air, contesting for marks, especially Deer. And is he going to fit in this team? That's the big question. I think he can. Mitchell's just going to have to figure it out because, look, he's not going to fit into this forward line the way he usually would because we've never run 4 bigs so far this season, so it's going to be interesting. But when it comes to the second ruck role, yes, he's 100% in this team. We all know Meek plays so much better with his second ruck. He can sort of manage his minutes. He doesn't get burnt out because when we're not playing with a second ruck, he noticeably slows down in the last quarter. So, yeah, Chol back in for the ruck, 100%. The question is, who's going to come out and who's going to be the sub? Now, I'm assuming Bailey McDonald's going to come out, but the question is, who's going to be the sub? I think the options are, there's 3 options right now. Harry Morrison, but he is one of our most important players, especially in the first half, because he's a very good wingman. He's had a very consistent season so far. So maybe Harry or Connor McDonald, especially if we're bringing a forward back in. You might swap a forward with a forward. But yeah, you don't really want a forward as your sub. You'd rather a midfielder or a halfback flanker that can give you some runs. So Connor McDonald is the second option. Or maybe a Jack Scrimshaw, considering we have so many tools down back, it would balance the team out a little bit nicer. And Scrimmer has good run of halfback. He's aggressive, he competes in the air for marks, he can play on the talls and the smalls. And yeah, look, I don't know. It's probably going to be one of those 3 players if Chol comes back in for Bailey McDonald, but we're not going to know until it happens. Comment down below, who do you think should be the sub and who do you think should go out of the team for Chol's return? Yeah, I'm honestly not sure at the moment, so let me know.